Welcome to Computer Specialist YouTube Repair. Today we got a fun one. We get in here, quite frequently actually. So we had a customer, had a friend, aka most likely a customer built it. Um, this machine is not even a year old. You know, spent some good money on there. I believe that's a 2080 video card in there, water cooled. It's got the one fan reservoir in there in the video card. Ironically, it's got a fan on the CPU. It's got G-Skill ripjaw memory. There's like a Wi-Fi 6 card down the bottom there. It's got a Samsung Evo NVMe right there. Yep, so basically, what happened was the machine supposedly ran good for several months. He was having issues, and it was and he's called, and we get a lot of those, and they gonna bring it in, and I try to tell him, listen, make sure it's nothing major because it's a lot of money here, especially the GPU. He basically now I had a crash. It blue screened, overheated. And he says, "Oh, it was running 90 degrees Celsius, for the last week, but it wasn't acting up." And I said, 90 degrees Celsius, it's not good for any computer or video card, So now he brings it in. This is the story of our life. So I decided to shoot a YouTube video in here because I feel like this came in, and this happens several times, and you may have built it yourself. You really may have had a friend build it. We've actually seen companies build them on Amazon. When I say companies, they're not companies. They're fly-by-nights. They change the name and all that. So it came in. So the first thing we did, we pop off the covers. We check around, and the reservoir's clogged a little bit, and there. And then the first thing that I catches my eyes is this is what you want to check. So basically, on these fans here, I'll show you actually the CPU fan first. So this CPU fan, you see the back right here, like how it has the flat and the actual, that's basically the bracket that holds the fan, that spins. I would say 99.99% of the time, that's usually the side it blows through. Sometimes they have arrows on here and this and that, but usually if the bracket's on this side, that's the side it blows through. So the first thing I noticed is that you got that there, you got that fan back there. As you can see, the bracket's not on this side. It's actually, on that side. You can see the basically the sticker right here. So yeah, so that's basically there. So basically, this is blowing out, and this is blowing up front. So, not a good idea, in the game, this that. This particular video card's got the one fan on here, which blows out the back. And usually the rule of thumb is you come in through the front, out the back, and out the top. It's got a nice motherboard with a chipset fan on there. That's one of those ones where that's a great idea when they're building it. That's excuse that alarm. That's alarming me to try to go get a video card, which would be a whole nother video. but with all that being said, I noticed that you can see the fan's dirty. It's clogged up a little bit. I did vacuum a little bit just for this argument of for the video because I'm more worried about showing it. So now, from this angle, if you look right now, if you understood what I was talking about before me even saying it, you're probably saying, well, this one's blowing in. And if I just explain it to you and you understand what I'm saying, so basically, this is blowing in, this is blowing out. So these are blowing into each other. The fan on the water cool for the GPU is blowing out. So you got it. So basically, these fans are a hot mess right now. So it's been like this. He's been running it like this, this and that. So people that don't understand, and it is a little bit dusty. So I think the dust got, I'm going to show you on here. Basically this has a mesh front, which comes off, and I'll show you right now. This has a mesh front here, so it pulls off. So basically, the reservoir is definitely, if you look inside there, it gets clogged, which we can take care of with a vacuum or compressor. And I'm not going to show you the actual cleaning of it, but I just wanted to, go over this. Maybe, you're having overheating issues, and it's, because of an improper design, And so the rule of thumb is, you want the air coming in here. So this is right in a way, but for a case fan, it's correct. I should stress that so I call up the customer. I will text them through our texting service, and I told them what I was going to do. Basically, what we're going to do is this is going to come out of here, this reservoir, and it's going to go up top back here. So it's going to go up here, so that's going to have the reservoir barrier. You want this reservoir out of here because right now this reservoir is blowing its own hot air into itself, into the video card. So the whole idea of this reservoir is to get that air. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. We're going to move up there. We're going to switch this fan around, the CPU, so that's going to blow through there. And then we're going to leave this around. So this is going to come in, and out. So these three fans are all going to be blowing out. And then this will be blowing out of here. So what we want this up here so we can get the hot air out, and it's after the CPU and the case fan. And then what I'm going to do is I told them I'm going to put another case fan in here, which is like 120 millimeter. We're going to put another fan. So we have dual fans here, and these are both going to be blowing in. And we want the one here so it blows through the video card as a third fan for the video card right there. So like I said, it's this was something that we're a lot of work going on here right now today, and kind of was shooting another video, and I said, let me put this out here because I thought to myself, there's no doubt in my mind, we got to handle the blue screen and whatever that may be, and it's most likely an overheat and corruption of data or driver or something like that, and but I wanted to more shoot this video to, we see this a lot, and like I said, you may have built it yourself, you may not, the fan may have came on here, and these fans, if you look, they pop off really easy, so like this is literally like we could switch this around in 2 seconds, so, but it might have came that way, so the guy building it might have said, and they didn't even pay attention to it. I did turn it on, like I said, for that 0.01% of the time where it's wrong. I was hoping, I wasn't hoping because actually it's good that it's this for this particular guy because hopefully no major damage was done, and he's all straightened out. But like I said, the rule usually here is and I didn't even check the power supplies down here, and most of these new builds you have the power supply actually not pulling air, so it'd be pulling air from underneath here and out the back, and if you have it backwards it'll be pulling from here. So that's another thing that's new, and I like it. It's a good thing, and so I'll have to check that also. So once again, if this we've also seen that, so if this is pulling from up top, we're gonna flip it over 180, so it's pulling in from underneath. What I could do actually, if you guys are, I know someone's gonna comment and say, hey, what ended up happening? So flip that up, and actually I can see the fan there, so that's good. So yeah, so the fan's power supply is in right, so they did that part correct. So at least that's a thing on there. But like I said, so there you have it, and like as you see, this is an X570A Pro motherboard there. Not a bad build. Like I said, some money tied up in here. And like I'm gonna try to get it out of them tomorrow and find out if what's going on there. People, I'm trying to cover some other questions people might have as far as the fan, the CPU fan. It's got the water cooled on the GPU. Should he have water cooled? I'm fine with this setup. That's a Cool Master. Installed correctly, would be good. But that's fine. I would. I have a brand new NZXT that I just got a good deal which some places would say, hey, let's throw that in, but then I would have to tie up the reservoir up top here. So, or maybe one up front. So I kind of, with this setup he has here, I'm fine with this fan. We're just gonna straighten that out. There's there. The only other thing that catches my eye is the memory sticks. And it might be right on this board. I gotta check the manual, but make sure they're in the populating the two right things. I see sometimes with these boards, if you don't have them in the right, they don't run the dual interleave mode properly. But good choice on the NVMe there. And we're gonna get this up and running. One of the other things we're gonna do, which is a big, anybody running this motherboard or something similar that has a chipset fan on there. It's set right now, and in his BIOS too is still smart, which basically doesn't really turn the fan on until it hits like 80 degrees, I think, or 75 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot. So I like to change that. Same with the case fans. I like to lower all them down. So I want that chipset fan going, a lot lower, 70, and then scale it up. Case fan, same thing. Video card will handle itself on there. But makes the computer maybe 1 decibel louder. Longevity really good. So that's pretty much this video is a nice little short one, and I just want to catch this on video and see if anybody else has any input. Is that, like I said, I've been building and working and repairing on computers for it gets scary every time I say this. I believe it's been about 28 years now. Business 26 years. I used to build game machines way back then too, and nothing's really changed. The airflow, you want to keep the airflow going through there. Can you make it go to the front of the case? Absolutely, you can. Everybody has a preference, but I like to go out the back, and I like to keep the airflow continuous. There's no doubt that all this, whoever did that, in my eyes, shouldn't be building a computer, and mainly this. They got this fan correct. I guess if this fan was spun around and that fan was spun around, I still wouldn't agree with it because I don't like this video card. I don't like that at all. I feel like that's a video card that gets very hot. He claims it was getting 90. I believe it. But like I said, with that being said, we're gonna do all that. What I probably, will do is in the comment section, maybe tomorrow or something like that, I will do that. But that's a good sign right there. I gotta go. I gotta go try to get a nice video card. Unfortunately, I have to go and try to buy video cards for my customers on different websites and stuff like that. When you got a few seconds of a window to buy them. That's my alarm going off. Let me know in about 5 minutes. But yeah, so I'll post in a comment and let you guys know what the temperatures. I'm gonna actually fire it up and get it stressed out and get a temperature reading, and then I'll let you know the difference in that. But for people out there, like I said, once again, sub us. Good criticism, bad criticism, whatever you got. Don't be mean, and give us your input on there. If you have something non-related to this, but about cooling, and you're getting ready to do your machine, or you're in the middle of doing your machine. Send some pictures, or links or whatever, and we'll answer them. We usually get back pretty quick. We've been spend some time on our YouTube channel in the last few months, so trying to get it up there and having fun with it. But like I said, with that being said, hope this helps somebody maybe get their game rig temperature down or back up and running. Due to the same problem that this guy's. Everybody have a good day.